saying that Burundi is secure, Burundi is a very happy country. Why do you believe in it and don't question why do they still have refugees? Why? You think I don't like the country? I have lost so many of my relatives. I was not able to go and bury them. It is still very hard for me. But we have seen African Union, East African community arise and order that we hold dialogue, we hold, with the facilitation of East African community, but it is stopped one day just because the government doesn't want it, but East African community kept silent. African Union kept silent. So sometimes we wonder, does anybody care for us? Does really anybody care for us? And I believe GIMAC was really very supportive to us. We had the solidarity. We could feel that we are not alone, we are supported. But probably because the leaders don't want to listen to them, they also went silent. So now we are in a crisis that is ignored and forgotten. But in the meantime, we are waiting for that situation to be cleared so that we can go back home. In the meantime, our people are suffering, and we see it, and we try as much as possible to raise awareness, but we don't see any reaction. And in all this, women and girls are the most affected, because some women used to do some empowerment activities, but now they cannot because the challenges at home are so difficult to manage, and they are there. And the girls, some of them cannot go to school because they have to help at home to go and get water, fetch water, and do all these other things. So it's very, very difficult. And I just wanted to ask, can't we still get that solidarity from you, GIMAC? Can't we get African Union? Understand that what is more important is not the public speeches, but the reality of the population on the ground. How can you say that a country is happy, prosperous, everything is good, and you are still one of the the poorest in the world? We are not useless. We can work. We can work together. We can build our country. We can make things change if we are given space. But for us to get space, we need your support. And we need African Union to arise and make leaders understand that it is very important for them to show this people-centered leadership I'm talking about. Of course, there is not much ways of monitoring, because APRM is not everybody who wants to go through APRM. And then if a government, because they say there is sovereignty, if a country says, I don't need your team to come and monitor my country, you will not go. But beyond sovereignty, there is also responsibility. And there is also, in the African Union and peace architecture, non-indifference. But we need to see that non-indifference. Honestly, I tell you, we are desperate. And we need your support, we need your solidarity. And these issues we are talking about, water and sanitation, It goes together with that last year's theme, reparation. It goes together with that other year's theme, education. These go together. And we cannot talk about development if we don't have health, if we don't have water, because they say water is life. If we don't have education, our children, if they are not educated, Africa will fall down. So, how do we put all this together and bring our leaders really to be focused on the good and wellness of the people? So, I could say many things, I could give many illustrations, but that is not the important thing. What is important for me is to remind that those countries that are in crisis, which nobody talks about, don't think they are not in crisis, don't think they are not suffering. We are suffering, we are in crisis, and we need you, but you are not there. I'm sorry to say it, but you are not there, and we don't see your hand. We don't see your heart. So, please, and help us to make African Union understand that the Burundi people need African Union. Thank you.